Well, welcome everybody. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you for coming today. We have a very special guest, Amy Shirola, who's our Alumni Program Specialist, and she's going to talk to you about Career Connect and how it can benefit you and your students. I do want to say, be sure you come back next week because we're going to have a panel over tips and tricks of student engagement, and we will have Ted. So you want to come to that. And then make sure you do sign in and get credit because we're going to have 2 Amazon gift cards that we give away at the end. Okay? So, Amy?
All right. Well, I'm super excited to be here with you guys because this is new and we are ready to get the word out. So, I have been with the Alumni Office for about 2 years. I spent about 15 years in corporate accounting, so this has been a nice change for me. And it's been fun because I've gotten to work on this Career Connect project. Basically, I'll tell you a little bit about it. The Alumni Office is always looking for ways to engage our alumni. A lot of them don't live here locally, but they want to give back. And this has turned into something that they are all excited about because our alumni can log into this portal, upload their LinkedIn profiles, and then turn around and mentor students. So there are 3 ways that our alumni can do this. They can have a resume critique, a career conversation, or a mock interview. So students are going to log on. They're going to get to browse everyone's profile. They can search. I'll show you here in a second. They can search by function or keyword in their profile. And then basically it just shoots out an email to our alumni, and they choose a time to connect, and then they have a conversation. So I'm just going to dive into it because the best way to do it is look at it. So
let me go ahead and share that screen with the company that are watching on here.
Right.
There you go.
Okay. So this is our logon page, and it is just for SNU. So it's other universities can personalize their own pages, but this is what all of the SNU alumni and students will see. I'm going to go ahead and click sign in. I'm going to sign in as myself because I'm on there as a mentor, but you will see the same thing as anyone would see.
Can they get to this through the alumni portion of the SNU website?
Yes. Okay. So there is a link on the, actually I'm going to continue with LinkedIn because I used my LinkedIn profile. And this is super easy for our alumni, and you all can do this as well. We do have a few professors already on here. It honestly takes about 5 minutes to just upload your LinkedIn profile. So you don't have to add anything unless you want to. So this is what our students will see. We have right now 123 alumni mentors. And they range from all different areas. We have pastors, we have marketing, we have physicians, we've got all different kinds. So if, say you're a student who is looking into finance, over on the left-hand side is where you can drill down. So if you just clicked finance, you're going to be able to see all the people who have a finance background. Also, say you just wanted to search a keyword, you're just looking for marketing. Anyone who has the word marketing in their profile will pop up. So you can really get specific on what you're looking for. You can also look for employers if you're looking to work for the United States Air Force. Oh, well, there's no one there. You can also add an employer. Let's see, I think we have lots here. Let's just say American Red Cross. You want to work for them. Oh, well, I promise we have people in here. I do know we have a Walt Disney. There it is. We have one alum who has worked for Walt Disney. Well, I don't know why it's not coming up.
It's you already got it, right? Yeah.
It's already got her?
Well, Tommy Goddard is this.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
he was, that's who came up yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try another one because this works, I promise. Let's see.
Oh, it still has the filter for keyword word
Oh,
marketing.
that's what it is.
That's why no one's showing up.
That
Oh, you're
block.
right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, thank you. There's Tommy right there.
Crazy.
You know, you practice this stuff so it goes smooth. Okay, here we go. So then, say you want to work for Walt Disney. There's Tommy right there. But I think you get the idea. You can basically drill down and figure out who you want to talk to. Another cool thing, you can see people who have already had consultations, and the students can go in and review them. This person's done one consultation, and she has a review from a student who gave her positive feedback. So students might also give negative feedback. Like that's kind of a good thing to keep all of our checks and balances in. But basically, it's not just for your students, it's also for alumni. So myself as an alum can go in here and try to connect. Say you want to make a career change or you're just interested in something else. Anyone who is an SNU alum can come in here and log on and make a connection. So it's basically virtual networking, which is super
Can I ask a
important.
question about that?
Yeah.
So, Jocelyn is not an alum of SMU, but I would love for her to be able to use this to track some of our former students. Can she use her SMU?
Yes.
She's an employee, she can still
Yes.
access it? Okay.
We can give anyone access,
Okay.
really, who we want to.
Okay.
So right now, all of our traditional students, their email addresses are uploaded in here. We also want PGS to use this as well. There's a place where you can request. If your name doesn't pop up, you can request a login, and we'll just review that and then give that. So super easy. There's not a whole lot to say. I'd just love to know what your questions are. Well, one way you can use it in your class, let me tell you that. On the back end, we can tag students for a certain class, and then I can turn around and give reporting on who's made a connection. So if you wanted to make an assignment, you need to connect with one person, you know, in such and such industry or something like that. We can run a report and show you who's made connections and who hasn't. And that way you can kind of track it, and it'd be a great real life thing to, yes.
Is there a way to set up events and invite people? For example, this past summer, actually it was in February, went down to San Antonio for a music ed convention, and all these alumni started coming out of the woodwork just to come see our booth. And we talked about maybe putting something together next February where we can all meet and network.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm wondering if this could be a tool to kind of invite people, create an event, kind of
Right.
like you do on other social media.
Well, this tool is new, and we have talked to the company eVisors who actually runs this, and so they're constantly adding things and requests. It's not currently an option, however, we have talked to them about that, because there are a lot of things out there that do both of those things. So hopefully we will see that in the future.
So can you talk a little bit, so would we be able, can you look up by educational level? So like, can we look at people that have earned doctorates?
Let's type that in. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah. So these are all the people who have their doctorate.
Okay, okay.
And then once you click on someone, you will see their, we'll go ahead and click on Dan. You'll see their full profile. Some alums, this is a short one. Others have a whole lot of information, so it just depends.
So once you click on it, then we could have then we could do the career conversation.
Right, so
okay.
Dan has said, I'll have career conversations, resume critiques, and mock interviews.
Okay.
Some people may only choose to do a career conversation.
Right.
So you kind of need to look and see what your alum has said that they're willing to do.
But I could use it just to contact him individually.
Right, so then
Okay.
you would say book a consultation.
Okay.
I won't go through it because it'll
Yeah.
book it, but the beauty of it for our alums is they can choose, I only want to mentor twice in a 6-month period. And then they can choose the days that they're available and the times, and then the student will see that and be able to choose a time. Also, it connects them through the portal, so our alums aren't having to get out their phone numbers. Everything is done through this portal. The portal will call you, or you can call it. You have that option. So everything is connected through eVisors.
Is there a way to see if any of them, well, first of all, is there any way to search for people who are local? like, say, within an X mile radius of Bethany or anything like that?
You know, there's not. We can type that in as a keyword,
Okay.
but it might not mean that they live there. It may just, I don't think, our alums don't give any type of address.
Okay.
So,
And they don't give email addresses.
right, they don't give their
Okay,
email
so
address.
there's not really any way to get contact information for our alums through this.
Exactly. Now, if you make contact with our alums, it is totally up to them if they would like to give their personal.
Right.
Our hope and desire is that people will make long-term connections and give out their emails and their phone numbers, but we leave that up to them so that, you know, people can connect and find jobs and things like that through this.
Because the reason I was asking is that one of the things I'm doing is trying to create a pre-law track and love to kind of have internship opportunities available, but it sounds like this may not be the best avenue to pursue that.
May not.
Okay.
So like I typed in Bethany and there's the people who have Bethany. And,
Bethany Nazarene College, yeah. You're
right, so
thousands,
that's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
Anything like that. But,
Is there any way you can show us what a consultation looks like? I don't know, because it might violate privacy and all that. Is it just like a chat session between them?
well, the career conversation is actually phone.
Oh,
So
okay.
you won't see anything.
Oh, okay.
It's just going to be a phone line that connects the two of you and you have a conversation. Once you've had the conversation, the portal then logs it and says the conversation was made. Now the resume reviews, you have to do all that through the portal email. So a student will upload their resume, the alum can look at it, review it, give them tips, and then it'll send an email to the student with all of their feedback.
Okay.
Student or alum, I should say.
So how do they do, is the interview like a
The
Skype
interview,
session?
yeah, that's a good question.
Is it face to face
I'm
or
not
is it on the phone?
I believe it's on the phone. I don't think it's face to face. That's a good question. We haven't had anyone do that yet, so.
Could the person that they're consulting, could the consultant say, let me Skype you for the, I mean, or does it have to happen instantly?
Well, it wouldn't be logged as a connection unless it's through the portal. So afterwards, they probably could connect that way.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if they booked a consultation and they talked on the phone, then could the alumni say, okay, we're gonna Skype to do this interview? I mean, so the consultation would be logged, but maybe the Skype session, I mean, would it be up to them how they wanna do it from there?
Right, yes, absolutely.
How are you getting the word out to alumni?
Well, honestly, just the 123 that we've had was just a LinkedIn and Facebook shout out. We haven't actively pursued any more than that. This is very new, only a little less than a year. We just wanted to upload all of the alums. And there probably are some holes and we need some feedback on different types of people we need. So if there's only, one nurse and we have the nursing department is wanting to use it, we need that feedback so that we can go out and then search for
So if I
alums.
wanted to post on the McNair Facebook, because I have an alumni group, if I wanted to post this, how would I find the link? Like, say, hey, guys.
It's on the SNU website under Alumni and Career Connect.
Okay. Okay.
It's actually right there, Career Connect.
Right.
And then it kind of details about it, and then it says get started, and you could just click on that, and then it takes you to this page right here.
How do updates that people make on this get into Racer's Edge?
It doesn't.
Isn't that something we want?
Yes, it is, and that's something we've actually talked to them about. The beauty of it is, every time those people log into LinkedIn and they update their information, it updates this as well. So we are able to track our alums a little bit better because that's very hard to
So
do.
this is connected to LinkedIn.
Yes, if they use their LinkedIn profile, it's going to update that for us.
Are there specific fields that SMU is wanting to, is there specific fields, because I know they can upload their LinkedIn profile, but can they also just fill in other things that SMU might want to know about them?
Yes.
So like organizations, so I'm wondering, could we have something in there that said, I was a trio person when I was at SMU, because then we could look at that information.
They can add anything to their profile, so that you can do a basic upload of your LinkedIn profile and then go in and add more.
But we can't go in and say, and have specific things that if they wanted to answer. Does that make sense? Like,
Right. No.
okay.
Yeah, we can't ask them certain questions.
Can PGS graduates be automatically entered like traditional students?
Yes, absolutely. We want them to use, we feel like they might use this even more than traditional grads. And we've actually had a lot of PGS alums, which our alumni office has kind of had a hard time reconnecting with, who have been the first to raise their hands and say, yeah, I want to be a mentor. So it's been a great way to connect with other alums.
How are the functions determined? So, for example, I have a bachelor's degree in systems network management, but I have done very little with IT since I graduated. I don't want to be flagged as advising for information technology.
Right.
Because I don't feel like I would be a good advisor
Yes.
for that. I've been in higher education since I graduated.
You actually choose that
Okay. So
under services. So like I was an accountant and I feel super confident on advising anyone accounting wise. But then I have a little bit of a creative side. I had a catering company. So I said I would do art and creative, and I'm only going to talk to people about that. I'm not going to do a mock interview or a resume.
Okay.
So this services tab, you can pick whatever you want.
Okay.
General business, I'll do everything.
Okay.
So everyone can kind of choose what they want to do.
But I mean, like when they click information technology, how is it
Well,
pulling
if
that
if
information? Like,
it's
would I
in-
still pop up?
you will still pop up,
Okay.
but under your services, it's going to describe the type of services that you want to give.
Okay.
So if it's in your profile, you're going to come up, and then, I mean, I would assume a student's going to go drill down and read your profile, and then they're going to
Right.
see.
For the PGS graduates, are they already entered into the system?
They're
or-
not yet. I don't have their email addresses, so it's just it's a matter of me getting a list, basically, and uploading it. It's super easy.
So, at what point does the link between LinkedIn and this kick in? The reason I ask, we've done a lot of research on LinkedIn for McNair grant writing, and we know there are tons of SNU alumni out there on LinkedIn.
Mhm.
Is there a way that we can find those people and pull them into this?
Well, it's their option if they want.
Right.
To now LinkedIn, I know you can actually, we have an SMU alumni page where a lot of people are, I think we have about 1,200 people who are under that.
Could we advertise this to those 1,200?
That is what we have done, and that's how we've gotten some of these
Okay.
mentors. So we just stuck a shout out on the SMU alumni page on LinkedIn.
So the link to LinkedIn only happens when somebody says, I opt in.
Right.
I have a link.
So it's their choice. If they want to be a mentor, then they can come on here, upload their profile, and choose what they want to do.
So we're really marketing this for people who want to do mentoring. It's not really an alumni tracking kind of
Right.
system.
Right.
Okay.
It's honestly just to make connections between
Okay.
students and alumni, and other alumni and alumni.
Right, right.
Any other questions?
Will it pull up somebody who's current in a graduate program? So, for example, if you wanted to find another student, if you were applying to University of Kansas, you wanted to find somebody who was in school at the University of Kansas and finished their degree, if you talk to University of Kansas, then will it pull them up?
Well, if someone who goes there has said that they would be a mentor, it will.
So it does ask them where they currently are,
No.
not just completed degrees.
Well, anyone who signs up to be a mentor, if they're, I mean, a student could actually go in here and say they wanted to be a mentor and fill out a LinkedIn, if they have a LinkedIn profile. So it's honestly up to our alums and
Because
whoever.
I'm asking about the prompt, so there'd be a prompt that said, where do you work? Or a prompt that said, where are you studying? Or something like that, where it would elicit, yeah, I'm in the middle of a program, or I'm working just to be.
Well, right now, it's just basically, do you want to upload your LinkedIn profile? And people say yes or no. So if they say yes, it just pulls in all that information. And if you went in and manually entered everything, then you could say, you're currently a student, or at University of Kansas, whatever. So it's just honestly up to what they put in their
But that would
profile.
be in their LinkedIn profile.
I think that's in
Yeah.
LinkedIn. Yeah. So it should.
So it should show up, yes. And you all can feel free to jump on and you can even just set up with your SNU email address, just request if you don't want to be a mentor and you just want to view. It's super interesting just to see what all of our alums are doing and where they're at. We've got just a plethora of different things out there on here. However, our goal is to have 500 advisors. We would like as many as we can have, so.
I know the answer may be no, but is there a way to filter based on race? So if you have a minority student and they are going into a field that maybe there is another minority that would be able to speak to like their time here, and then also kind of helping them navigate through like life or through the graduate school process or something, is there a way?
It's not going to be something you can search.
Gotcha.
What about gender? Same question, like, you want to find a female administrator in higher ed?
Let's see, I doubt it. Yeah. It's just going to be a matter of reading their profiles and looking at them and not necessarily filtering by that. So it looks like we only have men in higher ed. While the filters are good, sometimes I feel like they don't capture everything. So I would encourage students to get on and actually there's only 123 right now, to honestly just go in and look and see where people are working and what they're doing. And filters are helpful, but it really is interesting and eye-opening to go through and see what all you can find.
If somebody signs up, do you get some kind of
I do.
notification? So like, do you like?
We have to approve them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, on our side, we'll see that someone is signed up. They will show on here as pending, so their profile will be on there, but it will say pending, and no one can actually make a connection. So we just are going in, verifying that they are an alum, and then letting them jump on.
So beside each of these people, it says alum.
Right.
What are the other tags?
There's student, there's faculty, there's just advisee. Another feature of this is actually advisors, and they push this. They would like to add all of their, advisors across the United States. We would like to keep it with just SNU simply because we're trying to build the community amongst our alums. So currently, that's all we show are SNU alums.
Is there a way to see how many students have used this?
There is. Let me log into the back end, and I'll show you just kind of what we can see. So right now, it shows that we have 123 live advisors. We have 989 advisees, which would be all of those students that I uploaded. We've just getting started, had 5 consultations. And then you can see also the top advisors, who people are wanting to really connect with the most. And then our top advisees, what students are really using this. And then the top subjects. So you're going to get to see what types of things the mentees are interested in. And then down here, we can also see how many people want to have a career conversation, or, most people want to have a career conversation. There's one resume critique right there. But then it's also by function, general business, information technology, things like that. So then of course you can go in and see all your advisees by name, see how many consultations they've had. This is where there's the column that's group, where I can group by classroom. And then we can just filter, and you can see how many consultations have been. There is also the capability to have webinars. We haven't started exploring that yet, but that is something that is in the future that we can do as well. So, and then this is where you can see all the advisors and just interesting things like that.
Could a webinar pull in multiple advisors who are located in different places in the U.S.? So I'm thinking of our grad school panel, but could you get people who work in higher education in different institutions all on one webinar?
Absolutely, yeah. The idea of the webinar is to just connects people who are all over, so.
Huh.
And I do need to get more information because that's a new function that they just added. So this is growing and developing.
You probably already said this and I just missed it. How do students find out that this is available?
Well, that's our next big push. we're shooting for faculty because we would like for you all to use them in your classrooms because we just feel like it will be so beneficial. And sometimes students need a little push. I have met with some students who are seniors and have told them about them, but as you can see, we've only had 5 consultations. So students sometimes need a little push. You're gonna, your students who are super eager are gonna jump on and do it on their own, but those who aren't, may not. So we're starting with faculty, but we're kind of developing a plan on how we're gonna hit everyone across campus. So, and honestly, I'd like to have about 200 advisors before we.
Yeah.
But anyway, as you can see, anyone can use it right now, and it would be beneficial. So.
Now, okay, so you said the advisors can set like how many, like they want to do 2 in 6 months. Would they still show up?
They will drop off.
Okay.
And
once they've met their number or whatever, then
you're not going to see their profile. Right. Another great thing about eVisors is if our student emails one of our alums and they don't get a response, eVisors sees that on the back end and actually calls up the alum and says, hey, are you able to connect with this student? Or, are you too busy? And so they kind of pick up on the back end and make sure those connections still happen.
Could an alum ask for mentoring from another alum?
Absolutely.
Like somebody who's in a job chain?
Yes, we want it. Anyone, like I logged on right here under myself, and when you click on Dan, I can book a consultation with him. So we really want it to just be a place where SNU alums, anyone associated with SNU can jump on and network and make a connection. Any other questions? Is this something that you all feel would be beneficial? That you guys would use? It's not cheap. We did have to pay for it. So we really do. It's free to everyone. So we want you all we want to get the usage out of it.
Do you know of other colleges that are using this?
Oh, yeah. There's a list of other colleges. I don't have it, but there's quite a few. Most colleges now, this is the main focus of their alumni offices, is the networking, the mentoring, and honestly, this is the way most alums can give back. They can't always give back financially, but this is a way that reconnects them with the university and they're giving back. And it's not just financial. But we feel like down the line, once our alum gets back reconnected with SNU and the students, then that might bring about some financial benefit for the university. So.
Any other questions? Does anybody have any ideas of how they're going to use this? Or they might utilize it in their programs?
I do. I teach computer applications for business, and one of our word projects is a resume and cover letter. So after they create the resume and cover letter, I'll just have them get it reviewed by somebody. And so part of their grade will be, did you actually connect with that person?
Yeah.
And not just do your word assignment, but also make that connection.
Right.
Great idea.
Could a department or program give you names or get names of their alumni and then make a specific push to their alumni to say, we have like a course in our area, we have a cloakroom course. So try to get those people on as mentors so that they can connect with students.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's probably something we could pull out of Rachel's Edge. Well, thank you so much. You're welcome. You all can email me anytime if you have any questions or if you have any problems or if you have any ideas on.
Is there another question?
Yeah.
There might be another question.
So how is sort of back to the PGS graduates? How are you going to get that list, and sort of when is that going to be uploaded?
Well, I can actually do that next week.
That's from one of our remote attendees,
Yeah.
not Kyler.
That's all right. I will make that a priority next week on figuring out how to get that list and just finding who I need to talk to and get them uploaded. So you can of course talk about it now, and anyone can just jump on and request it, even if if their email is not uploaded, you can still jump on and request. So don't let that hold anyone up if they're wanting to jump on.
You might have said this already, but so if alumni want to join but not be an advisor.
Yeah, just use your SNU email address and do that request in the beginning. So if you, let's go, let me log myself out here. So if you just wanted to, just click on Find My Advisor and then put your email in here. Well, actually, it tells you if you don't have an account, which is what you wouldn't have, then you would just register with your email right there.
What if they don't have an SNU email? What if it's
Well, it looks like you can register with Facebook or LinkedIn, so.
And then that would come to you, and would you verify that they were affiliated, or?
You know,
Or you just
that's a
gonna-
good question. I haven't seen what type of thing I'll get when someone has requested, so.
I would think our board would want to know about this.
Well, I did give a presentation to the foundation board, and one of the donor is actually on a different board.
The institutional board that has 60-some members, because a number of them are alumni, but many of them are pastors, and they would have alumni in their churches.
Right.
And they would have students here who,
Any ideas on getting the word out? We are definitely for it.
if they're meeting in May, that might be possible.
Yes, I am available to do any time. We've had a lot of transition in our office this year, but we've kind of settled down, and now I'm ready to focus on this, so.
So the PGS has sort of monthly graduations, so will they be uploaded sort of monthly?
Well, if they have an SNU email address, which all PGS students have, I believe, then it won't just be by graduation. It'll be if they're a student, they will have an email address and they can log on.
Okay.
All right, well, thanks for having me.
Thank you, Amy.